Hello, I'm here again. Now I have something smaller. That one was too big and was, make me uncomfortable. So how are you? Everyone is good, is okay. Everyone is good. Birds is flying around here. Has been a nice day today. Not that cold. It was about 17 centigrades today, so it was not that bad. And it's sunny also. So the clouds is the sky is full of clouds, but the sun is still shining, which makes a little more comfortable. Yeah. Well, we are studying, studying or learning or listening and reading, all of them all together. The paper 113 of the book called Urantia. Okay. The page today that we're going to read a brief part of this paper 113, is the paragraph 4, the number 4, page 1245. Okay. This topic is called Seraphic Domains of Action. Well, let's see what domains and actions this seraphic host perform or work and, dwelling on. Let's start. The guardian seraphim are not mine, though they do spring from the same source that also gives origin to mortal mind, the creative spirit. So the creative spirit, the mother spirit, because it's a mother, in Hebrew, the spirit is called Shekinah, is a female, a feminine source of acting of the 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 big source of universe, the energy field, etc. So the creative spirit is the one responsible for the spring of the seraphic force. Seraphim are mind stimulators. They continuously seek to promote cycle making decisions in human mind. So that's the main of the seraphic in the mind of it. They do this not as does the adjuster, operating because the adjuster operating decision and thoughts. They do this not as does the adjuster operating from within and throughout the soul, but rather from the outside inward, working through the social, ethical, and moral environment of human beings. So the thought adjuster, he works from inside out, from my soul trying to connect with the source of the universe, but the seraphic works from outside in. They operate from the outside the environment to influence our mind. So you have two ways, two kind of different source of spirit that work with us. One from inside out and another one from outside in. You don't have reason not to understand this. You don't have reason to say after you die that you didn't have any choices. You didn't have any chance to wake up because there is two ways of making people waking spiritually up, from inside out and from outside in. There is no excuse. not one skills at all. We have the adjusted souls, and the souls adjuster working inside us, calling us all the time to connect spiritually with the source of universe, to try to be better and making better choices. And from outside in, you have the help of the therapist, host, to make us understand and do the right choices. No excuse. Seraphim are not the divine adjuster, Lui of the universal Father. They don't come from the universal Father. Of course, everything comes from the universal Father, but not directly from the universal Father, okay? So the seraphim are not the divine adjuster. It, there are two different sources. That's what they are saying here. Glory of the universal Father, but they do function as the personal agency of the ministry of the infinite spirit. So the infinite spirit is one of the universal Father helpers. Let's say workers or employee. The the infinite spirit is one employee of the universal Father. Okay, so the universal Father with the adjuster we have direct connection. The infinite spirit is the one that provides the all the spirits that goes from outside us trying to influence us inside. Mortal man, subject to adjusted leading, is also enabled to seraphic guidance. Even if you are already in adjustment, in perfect connection with your adjuster, you still have the help of the seraphic host. That's what they are saying here. Okay? If you know you adjust already, if you are connected already with the Holy Father, if you are already waking, spiritually waking, that means your adjuster is working perfectly with you. But even then, you have the help of the seraphic hostess. Okay, the adjuster is the essence of the man's eternal nature. Every single human being have an adjuster inside the direct connection that I said to you before. Direct connection with the Holy Father. The seraphim is a teacher of men's evolving nature. You have one nature that comes from God, but that nature is like dormant. So they are just trying to wake you up, and the seraphim try to allow you to grow on this ladder of eternal growth. Oh, it's so much. In this life, the mortal mind, in the next Urantia soul. So the Seraphic is going to be with you, not just in this life, but in the other one also. Probably not the same one that accompany you here in this matter, in this reality that you are living now. But even then, there you're going to have another one that is going to accompany you. You are not going to be out of a seraphic help. Okay, not in here, not when you are in the emotion dimension. People call the paradise or whatever. On the mansion worlds, they call mansion worlds. Okay, in the mansion worlds, you will be conscious and aware of seraphic instructors, but in the first life, men are usually unaware of them. Okay, they said that when you die, you're gonna be more conscious about the presence of the seraphic guardian, the seraphic helper. Okay, normally you are not aware here, but you are gonna be 100% aware there. Okay, I am aware of mine. I can feel when they are here with me, but in there, I'm gonna face to face. It's going to be more, not just feelings. Okay, here you have feelings, but now there you're going to have it um, in person. Let's say that. I'm going to be a person without body, but anyway, every one of us is going to be a different type of body anyway. Seraphic functions as teachers of men by guiding the footsteps of human personality into paths of new and progressive experiences. To accept the guidance of a seraph rarely means attaining a life of ease. Not easy. In following this leading, you are sure to encounter, and if you have the courage to traverse the huge hills of moral choosing and the spiritual progress. It's not easy to be in the spiritual path. That's why they're saying here. But if you have the courage, the guts to make friendship with your guided therapy, you're going to encounter a lot of challenges, but you're going to be blessed, 100% blessed. It's not easy. It's not easy. And let me tell you something very interesting. One of the passages of the transition of the Israelis, that when they left Egypt to go to Canaan, to go to Zion, today they call Palestine. God didn't promise them that it's going to be easy. For the opposite, when God talked to them in the desert, when they inaugurated the tent of, the sacred tent where Moses was inside to receive the messages of God, God told the people, the land where you're gonna deal with now is not like the Egypt land. They don't have the river Nile. The land that I'm giving to you guys are desert. But I was laughing when I was studying it another day because he said, I don't promise you easy life. I took you from the Nile to a Jordan, and you're not gonna have the potatoes, you're not gonna have the onions, of the Egypt. You're gonna have to work hard to make that land be full of honey and milk. God didn't promise them easy life. He didn't. If they didn't pay attention to it, but God didn't tell them when they were in Egypt, because then they would never left Egypt. Would never have left Egypt. But they told them 40 years after, when they are crossing the river, and then God told them, look, the land is not like the Nile land of Egypt. It's very hard there. It's desert. Yeah, you have rocks and sand to deal with. It's like this one here. Do you want to have a beautiful spiritual life? It's a desert. It's full of rock and sand. In order for you to have milk and honey, you're going to have to work hard. I'm going to repeat this again. In following this leading, you are sure to encounter, and if you have the courage to traverse the huge hills of moral choosing and the spiritual progress. The impulse of worshipping largely originates in the spirit prompting of the higher mind adjustment, reinforced by the leading of their justice. But they used to pray, so often experienced by God-conscious mortals, very often arises as the result of seraphic influence. So the desire to connect with God comes from the adjuster, but the desire to pray, the desire to manifest this inside, this inner desire to search for God comes from the seraphic source. The guardian seraphim is constantly manipulating the mortal environment for the purpose of augmenting the cosmic insight of humans ascended to the end that such a survival candidate may adhere encounter relation of the presence of the indwelling adjuster and thus be enabled to yield increased cooperation with the spiritual mission of the divine presence. So they are working together. The one and the other one working together for you to grow spiritually and be the good influence to others and to yourself. Okay? You can bring the presence of the eternal God to the earth when you have this connection between adjuster, you, and the seraphim. It's just blessing for everyone and for the planet itself. While there is apparently no communication between the indwelling adjuster and the encompassing seraphim, they always seem to work in perfect harmony and exquisite accord. The guardians are most active at those times when the adjusters are less active, but their ministry is in some manner strangely correlated. Such superb cooperation could hardly be either accidental or incidental. What they are saying here is the guardians, the seraphic, normally is more busy. You can understand why. They are more busy trying to influence you more when the adjuster is not so active. You can understand that. Because when you are active, when you have the adjuster activation, you are already connected. So it's easy for you to receive the message directly from the source. So the influence of the seraphic is less necessary. They don't need to try to gather information from outside, like they said here, where they said here, working through the social, ethical, and moral environment of human beings. So they don't need to gather so much information to put in your mind so you can receive that influence from outside in and try to connect with God. So they don't need to promote so much so much war for you to connect with God because you're already connected. So they are less working when the source, when you are connected already with the Jasta. Why do you think this war comes from? Why do you think all this challenge that you have got everyday life is for you to wake up? So the hosts of Seraphic these days are very busy. Poor, poor, poor people. They are very busy promoting something for men to wake up. Why do you think this pandemic comes from? Yeah, they are trying to make people waken. That's what they are doing, trying to make people waken up. Saying, people, wake up. You have to connect with the source. You know. Okay, they said that, but such superb cooperation could hardly be either accidental or incidental. So it's not accident, it's not incident. They do really work hard to wake up humanity. Otherwise, 90% of the souls that is traveling today, living today, dealing in the earth today is going to be lost because they don't wake up. They are like zombies, like one friend of mine said, with waste of oxygen. Seriously, yes. The ministering personality, ministering personality of the guardian seraphim, the God presence of the indwelling Majesty, the executed action of the Holy Spirit, and the Son consciousness of the Spirit of truth are all divinely correlated into a meaningful unity of the spirit of mystery in and to a mortal personality. Look how many spirits united to try to wake up humanity. Look, the adjuster that is inside us and outside us, action of the Holy Spirit that is also the infinite spirit. Infinite spirit is one, and Holy Spirit is another one. Holy Spirit comes from the infinite spirit. Okay? And the Son consciousness of the spirit of truth is another one. Are all divinely correlated into a meaningful unity of the spiritual ministry in and to a mortal personality. All of those trying to wake you up. Try to wake me up. Thought hailing from the different sources and the different levels, these celestial influences are all integrated in enveloping the evolving presence of the Supreme Being. And this finishes um, this fourth, what I'm called as a topic, the fourth topic. Okay, I'm not gonna read the fifth because it's already 23 minutes and I don't wanna make it longer. And it's time for you also to listen again and listen again and understand. And he said, Miriam, but that is too many, it's too much things to understand, it's too much things to embrace, too much things to be conscious of. Yes, but if I can, why not you? Look, I am a small lady. I am 72, but my brain is huge. Not this brain here, you know, my other self can embrace all this knowledge. And this is nothing, nothing compared to the all knowledge that is around here. Nothing. There is much more, much more. And it's time for us humans to wake up and embrace the reality that you are here just a passage of time. You are here to understand more, to embrace more, to remember more. Because all this knowledge you already have inside us. We come from there. We know already. But the thing is, when you embrace this matter here, this vessel, something happened that you start to forget everything. But until you are 7 years old, until 7 years, you have a lot of remembrance of the reality that you are living in the upward. Like they said here, some people call paradise, and they give another name here, the mansion, yeah, the Morantia mansion. You already know, you're already there. So much that everyone that goes through that near-death experience says the same thing. When they got there, said, "That is my house. I have been here. I know this place." Yeah, because you came from there. But when you embrace this vessel here, and as the time goes by, you tend to forget. And then you got there, you said, "Oh my God, I came back home. I came back home." Hmm. But it's good to remember here that you have got a home there. Huh? Okay, and you have so much helpers, so much friends. You have so many friends up there, man, so many. You are not alone. Remember every single moment of your life. You are not alone. The desire for you to be there is because you are missing your home. But you stay here. You stay here until you finish this journey. You stay here until you finish this journey. Because that's why you propose there to be strong and here be the courage, be have the courage, the guts to face everything. Okay. God bless you. Keep you safe and let's learn together. Okay. Bye bye.